Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. In today's video we are going to be going through week 3 of my July budget. This is the check-in. I have already put all of my trackers on my expense trackers. Here is a list of everything that I am tracking and the color coding that is done with this. So let's go ahead and get started with tracking my debts. This week we are seeing the damage that was done with Prime Day. So yeah, it's a little bit of a damage and everything, but that's okay. I'm able to pay off some debt, so that is a good thing. So we're going to start off with the debt payment, and on the 18th I paid my forced minimum payment. On the business credit card I always pay $195. I believe the minimum payment was like $186 something, but I always just pay $195, so that way it's a little bit extra going, and hopefully I can put a lot more starting next month to this credit card because I'm almost done paying off the other credit card, so that is good news. And we'll see the results of that next week's of the other credit card. I paid 3 bills. So we have natural gas, that was on the 14th, electric on the 17th, and then sinking fund on the 18th. And this is the transfer to my sinking fund account to basically not replenish, but plenish my sinking funds. So nothing for auto. I didn't buy any gas, nothing happening. Restaurants, this is technically a cash envelope, but these were actually put onto my card, and I'm just gonna have to make up for them somewhere in my budget because, yeah. So the first one is Starbucks, and that happened on the 14th. This is basically, I got down below $10 on my Starbucks card, $10 or $5, something like that. And it automatically reloads an extra $25 to the gift card on the app. And then I did Domino's on the 17th. It's technically on the 16th, which I'm going to put it on the 16th because that's when I actually paid for it. I did yard work and cleaned the entire house. So I mowed the entire yard front and back, and then came inside and cleaned the entire house. And I wanted to treat myself to a pizza and a 2-liter thing of Coke, so that is exactly what I did on that day. Luckily I had ordered enough pizzas in the past that I was able to get a medium pizza, single topping, for free. However, I added extra toppings, and then with the delivery and tip and all of that, it was $18. So I mean, a win. I got a free pizza, but then I added more stuff on there. So it wasn't technically free, but the pizza and 1 topping was free. Then we had a business expense on the 15th. This is the music for my YouTube channel. It's the subscription, so that way I can put music on my channel. We had another entertainment for Apple, and this is buying season 5 or 6 of White Collar, and that was on the 14th as well. Nothing in crafts, nothing in personal, and nothing in pet food, and nothing in gifts either. Then here is where we are going into Prime Day damage and some other damage that I've done as well. So starting off with the first Amazon, that happened on the 13th. Total of $211 there. And I believe that included buying a new weed eater that I showed off, I think it'll be in this coming Sunday's cleaning video. Then we had another Amazon, and if the camera just moved, Sam is walking right underneath the arm of the camera right now and wanting attention. So the second Amazon was on the 14th. This was buying more microfiber cloths for glass because I always run out of them before the other microfiber cloths. Then the third, not really Amazon, but the third household is at Lowe's. I bought new blinds for my bedroom. One of them, I cannot use the spiral thing to move the blinds up and like to open them up or close them. And these also, the ones that I have currently also have cords. So the ones that I purchased and they're having to cut them and everything, and I didn't buy them in store, I'm having them shipped to me. They were $54 a piece, I think, and they're cordless. They're leveler, something like that. So I will be putting those in at some point whenever they arrive. I need to check on the shipping on those. Then the third Amazon was on the 17th for $148. That included, I don't know what it included actually. I did all this stuff yesterday and figuring out how to split these up. So I don't remember how they were all split up exactly. And then the last Amazon was on the 19th, and this was to purchase an adapter, an RCA adapter to an HDMI cord, so that way I could plug in my DVD player and my Wii into my new TV. It's been almost a year since I have purchased this TV, and I have not set it up to be able to play my DVD player or my Wii at all. So now those are set up. I also have my VCR. Yes, I still have a VCR. Yes, I still have a DVD player. There are times when internet goes out and I like to have a backup because I watch a lot of TV. So I need to go through all of my DVDs and declutter those, so that will be an upcoming video as well. But I have those just so I have them in case something goes out. And there are a few not TV shows, but movies that I have on VHS that I do not have as a digital copy, and I do not have as a DVD. So I keep those because they're the only ones that I have it's the only one I have available. So but all of that stuff is working in perfect working condition. And then I also was able to hook up my Super Nintendo player as well. So my whole entertainment center is all set up for me to start playing games and everything. And it's always been, playing video games has kind of been my way to relax. And the video game of my choice that I prefer is, of course, Super Mario Kart, the old school one, the Super Nintendo. And I still play the Wii one, but I prefer the Super Nintendo. Nothing in groceries. And we had two things that need to be pulled from sinking funds. Well, one of them was already pulled from sinking funds, but this one for Amazon, it is for clothing. On the 13th, I bought 2 more shirts to wear when I'm exercising or working out in the yard. They're cooling, they wick the moisture away from me, and they're, like I said, cooling. And then I also bought a linen dress as well, which I have not tried on or washed any of those things, but I have a bunch of the workout shirts that I wear in my yard work videos, so I got some more because I really did like them. The next thing that came out of my sinking funds is my car insurance for the next 6 months. It is quite pricey, and I am looking at ways to lower that, including switching companies. But right now I haven't done much of that right now. And then the last expense that I have is a miscellaneous, just because it's a medical expense and I could put it under personal, but I think I've already overspent on personal, so we're going to put it into the miscellaneous fee. But it was a chiropractor appointment on the 17th for $32. And surprisingly, it was there are no spend days. So, like, no spend days. Surprising. Oh wait, this one is expected. So we can, that one is a regular monthly bill that I planned for it to come out. So and this, I planned on all of those. Okay. I didn't look at this quite right when I was setting it all up earlier. So this is the way I do my no spends. If it is a planned payment, so like this was a planned payment, the business credit card planned, sinking fund transfer was planned, and the car insurance are all planned, those are considered no spend because they were planned. It's anything that is not planned, like Amazon, Apple, Starbucks, that Domino's, that type of stuff is not planned. So let's go ahead and move into tracking these on the weekly tracker. And we're going to start off with groceries, which is going to carry over $161.89. And we didn't spend anything, so we are still at $161.89. And this is where my restaurant, I'm not worried because I'm not overspending on groceries this month. So I'm not too worried about that because I've been having some gut issues, and thankfully I think we are over that because I've been able to eat some regular meals at restaurants. So I think I'm over what's going on. But I don't want to say that I am over it because, you know, it could come back with a vengeance at any time. So I've already overspent in miscellaneous for this month, but so far it is not as bad as the previous months. We are still under $200, so I feel really good about that, actually. I've overspent on household massively. And we'll see that here as I start figuring out all of that. So let me go ahead and flag this. So we're going to start off with crafts. It's going to remain at, I've only spent $14.81 for crafts. Entertainment, I have already spent $83. So entertainment, we have another $32.46. That's not right. I can't get my calculation, so let's see. 83.41 negative minus 32.46. 115.87 over. So actually, no, we're okay with crafts being there. Okay, household, we are already at a negative 207.88. Okay. Let's start adding up all the damage. Minus 211.70 minus 757 minus 148.32 minus 127.69 minus 26.73. Whoo, a whopping negative $729.89. I thought going to cash envelopes would help. So far, it has not. And I apologize for the sniffles. I am doing much better on health, except for I'm dealing with allergies that just will not go away, even with allergy medicine. So I am dealing with that right now. Okay, personal care, we had nothing in personal care, so we are already at a negative 98.40. And restaurants, I have already taken cash out to pay for some cash things. So right now I am gonna go ahead and, because I have eaten out with the cash. So I think I may have like $20 left for that or something like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and add the two that I have here so that way I know that I need a $43.76. But this is where the dining, it's like, because I'm not overspending on groceries, I'm kind of like not too worried about these two charges, because if just subtracting the $43, I still have $100 that I can go and buy groceries if need be. I do need to pick up some milk and some more protein shakes. I've been putting the protein shakes in my coffee as coffee creamer, and that way it's much healthier because I'm getting protein with my coffee. So I feel much better about doing that. So I'm looking to make sure no other expenses except for bills, debt, and sinking funds. So let's go ahead and do the bills. So natural gas, $29.94. Electric, $194.10. Sinking fund, $14.68. And I already know that my water, gas, natural gas, and electric are all over this month. So I actually already transferred money from my summer bills sinking fund into my checking account to cover the extra that, all of that, I think it was $100 and something that I transferred over to help cover the extra that was spent on electric and water this month. And water should be like $180, but it's $251. That is supposed to be paid like tomorrow, I think, or sometime soon. So debt, $195. So we're going to take the $195. The minimum payment, the actual minimum payment was $187. So I'm going to take $195 minus the $187.89, which was $7.11, and I'm going to add it to this $2,040.51. I don't know what I'm supposed to be grabbing over there off to the side. Which pen, pencil, eraser? Ah. Okay. So far this month, I have paid $2,047.62. I transferred over money, actually, I paid one of the credit cards with stuff from my savings account. So I'm basically paying myself to pay the debt over here. So that's why it's so high, is that I paid some extras. I'm happy about that. that I just decided to make that decision and just get it done and over with and not have to struggle month to month to try to pay the debt off. It's just, I have the savings there. I'm just going to use it and pay it. And once I get it paid, I can always start putting stuff into savings again. So debt is done. Now the sinking funds and the business, I have not set up the business check-in back here, so I'm just leaving those as they are right now. But as far as the sinking funds, I'm going to go back here, and on the 13th, description, car insurance, oops, wrong date, 18th, car insurance, my handwriting is awful, $870, $63, and that was paid directly from the account, and I didn't have to transfer anything over. It was already going to come straight from that account. So there we go. And $75 and change at Amazon on the 13th for clothing. And I already have $20 that I've spent. And over here, clothing is at $70.82, but I will be adding here in the next 2 days $25, and that's what I transfer over every single month into the account. So then once I do that, I will then also subtract the 20 and 75, 72. So that's why I kind of am saying I'm going to put it in the sinking fund, because I will have a $25 here this weekend. I will be looking at that and updating how much is getting transferred into all the accounts. So here is a look at all of it. I need to do my check-in right here. All in all, I feel good about this. So let me turn you around and talk to you a little bit. So I want to touch upon some things that will be changing for next month with my budget. And that is, I decided to cancel my pest control service. It just started to get a bit ridiculous on the cost. I mean, $82 every month, and I just don't feel like the quality of the bug spray, what they're doing, is not working. I'm seeing a lot more bugs in the house. Yes, I know it's the summertime here in Houston and there will be lots of bugs, but it just seems like the spiders are always out there. They're only spraying the house and not the garage. Yes, I know the garage is detached, but the bugs can still get through to the house because I have that walkway that connects the garage and the attic of my house. So I just don't feel like they're not doing a decent job. And the last 2 times that they've been here, I have not been here. I have been at work, and I can't be here to tell them that I'd like them to spray the outside of the garage as well. So I have looked at some services elsewhere, and I think the option that I am going to do is Pesty, not sponsored by them. I'm going to look at them. I actually looked at pricing, and they seem to cover a lot of bugs and all of that, and the price is, I need to double check this, but it looks like for the quarter, like the bag that you get for the quarter that's specifically geared for the bugs for that season, I think it's at that time when I looked last week, which I think they were still doing like the 4th of July sale, it was $34, but even at that, I think it was, without the sale, it was $45. And I mean, you pay that, I want to confirm that, but it looked like it was just, when you buy that stuff, it's that payment for that single thing. It's not monthly. It's not for not like what I've been doing. And I do it myself, so I think I'm going to go that route and do it that way instead of paying someone else to do it. I can go out there and do it just as easily as anybody else. I mean, the pest people were out there checking to make sure there weren't any termites, and I mean, things that I need to worry about, but I can do that as well. I know what termite tunnels look like. I know all of that type of stuff, and I would, with me doing it, I would specifically focus on the areas that I feel that I see bugs, like when I'm doing yard work outside where I see the majority of the bugs. So it's like I wouldn't just spray the house, I'd also spray the plant area as well. And also I would be able to also hit the garage and like hit the inside of the garage, because right now when I go out to feed the outside cats at nighttime, I am so afraid. I'm afraid to reach over and put my hand on the light switch because I have no idea what's going to be over there. So it's real life things that you have to deal with here in the South. not many people understand that we have serious bugs down here. I know other places have serious bugs too, but you know, these things can get this big and they fly and they're scary. And so that is one thing that I've done. I have canceled the service, and then I'm gonna investigate some more on this other company and possibly order in August. I am going to push back my defensive driving to August as well. I know it's only $35 and everything, but just with being sick and still trying to get over whatever I've been over, I haven't had the energy to do much stuff. If you haven't noticed, if you're like one of my viewers that watches as soon as I release videos, which I appreciate you guys, you will notice that I have not actually been posting the last couple weeks videos right at 8 o'clock because I am usually editing them still at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I post them as soon as I have them finished editing and uploaded and I've done all the thumbnails and all of that. It's just the life I'm in right now where my energy levels have been kind of low, and that's to be expected after being sick and all of that. So I'm feeling much better now, and I'm hoping this video will go up at 8 o'clock on Friday like it's supposed to. I have already filmed the cleaning video, and I'm going to be working on editing that tomorrow, which is Friday, so that way it will be up at 8 o'clock on Sunday as well. And these are all Central Time here in the US. And then I am also trying to figure out videos for my Wednesday miscellaneous videos because I am still trying to heal my ankle. So I can't go off, and also try to save some money on, although you can't tell by this week's budget, but I warned you guys last week that my budget, I did some damage at Amazon on Prime Day. So that is basically what's happened so far. Also, August is my birthday month, so I already bought myself my Dyson, which is my birthday present to myself, birthday and Christmas present to myself. But I don't know if I'm going to do something else. I also need to call, and I need to do follow-up appointments for my second mammogram, and there's this cyst I need to have removed back here, and I need to call that doctor and schedule that as well. So there's going to be more medical expenses because I'm fairly certain the second mammogram my insurance will not want to pay for completely, so I'm not looking forward to that either. So and then there's a possibility that I may have to pay co-pays for PT or something like that. For physical therapy for my ankle. So far, I'm doing physical therapy at my doctor's office, and so far it's been free for me to go, so I haven't had to pay anything yet. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be paying something at some point. You just never know with medical insurance and medical. But I feel very good about myself this week, that actually this month so far, that my miscellaneous bills, expenses kind of have been reduced, and that I'm still under the $200 mark on the miscellaneous, where the last couple months it's been like thousands of dollars. And household, I am really gonna, I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna pull back next month. I may buy a few things, like I'm slowly trying to buy a few things for the bathroom refresh, the guest bathroom refresh, and that's some of the stuff that I bought on Amazon Prime on Prime Day, because they were on deals for Prime Day, so I went ahead and purchased them, and they were actually reduced prices and coupons and on top of that as well. So I went ahead and purchased them. And but yeah, so it's like if I see something's on a fairly decent deal that's on my wish list. I also am going to be uploading a birthday wish list for my family, so that way I can give them ideas on what to buy. I am already thinking about next month on my budget, and I'm feeling very confident in being able to pay a little bit more towards debt. Thank you everybody for joining in this week's budget. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I will be back next week with another budget check-in. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way you are notified when I do post my cleaning weekend reset video on Sunday and when I post my miscellaneous videos on Wednesday. So I will be back next time. Thank you everybody for watching and have a wonderful weekend. If you are watching this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, have a wonderful weekend. If you're watching it anytime else, have a wonderful week. Bye everybody.